budget was approved and adopted. There is nothing on this agenda tonight pertaining to GCIT. You're welcome to stay. Just didn't know because there was something on here pertaining to GCIT. Okay? That being said, are there any changes to the agenda?
No, Director, there are no changes.
Can I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes for March 18th?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Commissioner Connell.
Yes.
Commissioner Jefferson.
Yes.
Mr. Gasselli. Yes. Mr. DeSilvio.
Yes.
Mr. Wang.
Yes.
Mr. Bianco.
Yes.
Dr. DiMarco.
Yes. Motion passes. Are there any proclamations this evening?
Yes, Director. Director Jefferson has a proclamation he will be presenting.
Director, you're on.
We have the folks with the ARC of Gloucester come on down. See you guys. We've been working to get our schedules together to honor and recognize staff, volunteers, board, and the clients of the ARC of Gloucester. March was designated as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. The ARC of Gloucester is a treasure to our community. The staff and leadership there work so hard to give the support that is needed to help all of our residents, no matter what challenges they face. The ARC of Gloucester has been a guiding light for so many in this community and has provided so many opportunities to social growth, for educational opportunities, work opportunities for individuals in our community. And so their CEO, Lisa, is a dear, dear friend of so many of us. And Lisa works so hard. We have some of the board members here that Lisa will introduce later. But as a board, we wanted to present a proclamation to you and all of those that you brought with you to recognize the work that you do in our community and to thank you for all the work that you do and to say hi. And this is the proclamation that is going to be given to the ARC, and I'm right now that the clerk read it for us, okay? Yes, ma'am. You got it.
Proclamation recognizing March 2026 as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month in Gloucester County. Whereas all Americans are entitled to have access to community services, individualized support, and other forms of assistance that promote self-determination, independence, productivity, and inclusion. And whereas it is estimated that 4.8 million people in the U.S. are living with intellectual or developmental disabilities, and approximately 200,000 of these individuals live and work in the state of New Jersey. And whereas the observance of Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month has been recognized nationally since 1987, with the American people were encouraged to build understanding and to provide new opportunities for individuals in the U.S. living with intellectual or developmental disabilities. And whereas people with developmental disabilities are capable and creative individuals, regardless of ability, have valuable strength, infinite capacity to learn, and the potential to make important contributions within their communities. And whereas public awareness and education enhance our community's understanding of the issues affecting people with developmental disabilities. And whereas the Board of County Commissioners recognizes and appreciates organizations such as the ARC of Gloucester and their forces on community inclusion for individuals with intellectual and other developmental disabilities. It is through their daily and work and programs, including community employment, their individuals with disabilities can live fulfilling and productive lives. And whereas we honor the ARC of Gloucester, celebrating their service to the residents of Gloucester County, dedicating to making a difference in improving the quality of life for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities and their families in Gloucester County. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that I, Frank DiMarco, as Director, and on behalf of the 2026 Gloucester County Board of Commissioners, recognizes March 2026 as Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month in Gloucester County, and encourage the citizens of Gloucester County to give their full support to the efforts empowering people with developmental disabilities to live full and productive lives of inclusion in our communities.
Anything you'd like to say?
I would just like to say thank you so much for this recognition.
your ongoing support of not only the ARC of Gloucester, but all individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We are very grateful for all you do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That concludes the ceremonial portion of this meeting. Anyone wishing to leave, feel free to leave. We'll hold up regular business. Thank you. Next, we will have a public portion on agenda items only, but first I'd like to read the following rules for public comment that are contained within the adopted County of Gloucester Rules of the Board and decorum that will be expected. A member of the public wishing to address the board may do so after being recognized by the director of the board. The speaker must state his or her name and residence addressing the director. All persons recognized by the director must engage in respectful and orderly discourse. Comments will be civil, respectful, and follow the rules of order. All statements to the Board of the County Commissioners or other members of the county administration must be addressed through the director. Members of the public addressing the board shall be allotted up to 5 minutes to address members of the board, regardless of the number of issues that are to be addressed. Members of the public will be recognized only during the designated public portion. The director of the board will not answer during your allotted 5 minutes. Speakers shall not be entitled to borrow time from other speakers. Please refrain from calling out and or disrupting the meeting of the county commissioners. This board will take under consideration all comments made. That being said, we have a motion to open to the public for agenda items only.
I'll make a motion to open the public for agenda items only. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Commissioner Connell?
Yes.
Deputy Director Jefferson?
Yes.
Commissioner Gatlin? Yes. Commissioner DeSilva?
Yes.
Commissioner Wine?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianco?
Yes.
Director DiMarco?
Yes. Meeting is open to the public for agenda items only. Anyone wishing to speak, please come forward, raise your hand. Seeing no hands.
Motion to close. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Commissioner Connell?
Yes.
Deputy Director Jefferson?
Yes.
Commissioner Gatlin? Yes. Commissioner DeSilva?
Yes.
Commissioner Wine?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianco?
Yes.
Director DiMarco?
Yes, motion passes. We are back into the regular meeting. So for tonight's meeting, we're proceeding with the reading of all resolution titles, and moving to approve them by one motion per department. Our department of administration has 5 resolutions. On this evening, the clerk, please read them.
A1, resolution authorizing the 2026 salary agreement with Rutgers Cooperative Extension Division from January 1, 2026 to December 31st, 2026, in an amount not to exceed $125,869. A2, resolution authorizing the shared service agreement with Gloucester County Improvement Authority. A3, resolution authorizing the execution of any and all documents related to the release of the final distribution amount and acceptance of funds to the Gloucester County Animal Shelter from the estate of Richard Porkowski. A4, resolution authorizing and confirming settlement of state tax court tax appeals. A5, resolution authorizing insertion of special items of revenue into the 2026 county budget pursuant to NJSA 48:4-87.
Motion to approve A1 through 5.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Mr. Connell?
Yes.
Deputy Director Jefferson?
Yes.
Mr. Gentile?
Yes.
Mr. Silvio?
Yes.
Mr. Wayne?
Yes.
Mr. Bianco?
Yes.
Dr. DiMarco?
Yes. Motion passed. Next, Department of Health and Human Services, Deputy Director Jefferson.
I have 8 resolutions for the board's consideration. If the clerk would please read.
B1, resolution amending the 2026 Senior Citizens and Disabled Residents Transportation Assistance Program Grant Agreement. B2, resolution authorizing a contract with Franchi's SSC to develop and implement a summer sports skills camp program at Atkinson Park from May 8, 2026 to May 7, 2027 at no cost to the county. B3, resolution authorizing the acceptance of additional funding regarding the Special Child Health Services Case Management Grant for the term July 1, 2025 to June 30, 2026. B4, resolution authorizing a grant amendment and acceptance of additional funding relative to the Enhancing Local Public Health Infrastructure Grant. B5, resolution authorizing various contracts for the supply and delivery of paper products from April 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027 in an aggregate amount not to exceed $30,900. B6, resolution authorizing an amendment and acceptance of additional funding for the 2026 allocation of the Area Plan Contract Grant. B7, resolution authorizing an agreement with the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs and acceptance of the Low Income Home Energy Assistance CWA Administration Grant. And B8, resolution authorizing an agreement with the New Jersey Department of Community Affairs and acceptance of the Universal Service Fund CWA Administration Grant.
Motion to approve B1 through 8.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Mr. Connell?
Yes.
Deputy Director Jefferson?
Yes.
Mr. Gentile?
Yes.
Mr. DeSilva?
Yes.
Mr. Wayne?
Yes.
Mr. Bianco?
Yes.
Dr. DiMarco?
Yes. Motion passes. Anything you would like to add, Deputy Director?
Yeah, Director, I just would like to say thank you to you and the entire board for taking the time to acknowledge and recognize the work of the ARC of Gloucester. Just incredible people that are doing incredible work, and their work all too often goes unrecognized. So I'm glad we were able to bring them to our meeting. Their gala is next Saturday, the 11th. If anyone would like to support, it's a great event going to a great cause, one that I've been to many years. I'm actually going to be away, so I'm going to miss it, but it's an incredible organization, and I'm thankful that we were able to honor them tonight. That's all I have, Mr. Director. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Department of Public Safety and Veterans Affairs, Commissioner Bianco.
Thank you, Mr. Director. I have 6 resolutions for the board's consideration. For the clerk, please read them.
C1, resolution authorizing purchases from WW Granger via state contracts from April 1, 2026 to March 31st, 2027 in an amount not to exceed $200,000. C2, resolution authorizing purchases from CDW Government via the Sourcewell National Cooperative Pricing System and state contract from April 1, 2026 to March 31st, 2027 in an amount not to exceed $75,000. C3, resolution authorizing the purchase contract with Optive Security from April 20th, 2026 to April 19th, 2027 for $122,952.26. C4, resolution authorizing purchases from GovConnection, doing business as Connection Public Sector Solutions via the Sourcewell National Cooperative Pricing System from April 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027 in an amount not to exceed $250,000. C5, resolution authorizing purchases from Gray Bar Electric via state contract from April 1, 2026 to March 31, 2027 in an amount not to exceed $25,000. And C6, resolution authorizing a grant application to the New Jersey Department of Health for the Rural Health Transformation Program 2026 in the amount of $1 million.
Motion to approve C1 through C6.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Commissioner Connell?
Yes.
Deputy Director Jefferson?
Yes.
Mr. Gentile?
Yes.
Mr. DeSilva?
Yes.
Mr. Wayne?
Yes.
Mr. Bianco?
Yes.
Dr. DiMarco?
Yes. Motion passes. Anything you'd like to add?
So excited on that?
That'll make you jump out of that seat.
That's the happy question, Director.
Anything to add?
That is,
All right, thank you very much. Next, Department of Education and Economic Development, Commissioner Daniel.
Thank you, Director. I do not have anything on the agenda this evening.
Would you like to add?
None further, thank you.
Thank you. Next, Department of Law and Justice, Commissioner DeSilvio.
Thank you, Mr. Director. I have 4 resolutions for the board's consideration. If the clerk please read them.
E1, resolution authorizing a memorandum of understanding with the County of Morris to provide custody of and house of Gloucester County juvenile placed at the Morris County Juvenile Detention Center. E2, resolution accepting the donation of ballistic vests to the Gloucester County Sheriff's Office for K-9 use. E3, resolution acknowledging the accurate grant award regarding the sexual assault response team forensic nurse examiner program in the amount of $178,861 with an in-kind match of $165,183 for a total amount of $344,044 for the term October 1, 2025 to September 30, 2026. And E4, resolution authorizing an application and acceptance of funds from professionally directed spending or community-funded project earmarked by the federal government.
Make a motion to approve E1 through E4.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Mr. O'Connell?
Yes.
Deputy Director Durkin?
Yes.
Mr. Gattler?
Yes.
Mr. DeSilvio?
Yes.
Mr. Wine?
Yes.
Mr. Bianco?
Yes.
Dr. DeMarco?
Yes. Motion passes. Anything you'd like to add, Commissioner DeSilvio?
Just one quick thing. The prosecutor's office and I would like to thank the board for approving all the resolutions under Department of Law and Justice, but specifically E3 and E4. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, Department of Public Works, Land and Crime, Commissioner Wayne.
Thank you, Mr. Director. I have 11 items on the agenda for the board's consideration. I ask the clerk to please read.
F1, resolution authorizing payment to the Delaware Valley Regional Planning Commission for Gloucester County share of the fiscal year 2026 planning program in the total amount of $41,026. F2, resolution authorizing a contract with TLC Landscape from April 19, 2026 to April 18, 2027 in an amount not to exceed $28,000. F3, resolution authorizing change order number 2, final to decrease the contract with South State for engineering project 21-17FA. F4, resolution authorizing change order number 2, final to decrease the contract with Wyndham Construction for engineering project 24-09. F5, resolution authorizing amendment to the contract with JPC Group. F6, resolution authorizing modification number 2 to the federal aid calls reimbursement agreement number 2024 DTVLA 910 with the New Jersey Department of Transportation. F7, resolution acknowledging the name change of CME Associates to Artisan Inc. F8, resolution authorizing amendment to the contract with Noni Associates regarding engineering project 23-09. F9, resolution authorizing amendment to the contract with Bryson and Yates regarding engineering project 24-04. F10, resolution authorizing a contract with Richard Pearson Construction from April 1, 2026 through completion of the project for $1,019,446.60. And F11, resolution authorizing amendment to the contract with Smith Brother Orchards LLC.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Mr. O'Connell?
I'll be a no on F7, yes to the rest.
Deputy Director Jefferson?
Yes.
Mr. Gattler?
Yes.
Mr. DeSilvio?
No on F7, yes to the rest.
Commissioner Wine?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianco?
Yes.
Dr. DeMarco?
Yes. Motion passes. Anything you would like to add, Commissioner Wayne?
Very briefly, Mr. Director, I did have the opportunity to attend a public information session for the Dinosaur Trail, which is in its early planning stages. It was held at the New Element Fossil Park. It's a project that is currently ongoing to unite some of the different trails throughout the county, essentially joining Rome University and the Fossil Park. It will be 3 to 5 miles long, depending on which of the options they go with. It's a very exciting project. It continues to move forward. They're going to have another information session sometime in June. The date for that hasn't been set yet. But the previous information session, I believe, is still on the website. You can still offer comments. You can watch through that. You can check out some of the information, and then you can offer your comments digitally, or if you plan to attend, and I'll try to make that announcement when the next public session is going to be. But it's a pretty neat project, and I'm pretty excited about it. The last thing I would like to add, Mr. Director, is that I and several of my colleagues had the distinct honor and pleasure of attending Maryville's Gala this previous week, where we got to see our very own Deputy Director, Jim Jefferson, honored by that organization for all of the work that he has done over the years supporting their mission of curing substance abuse, treating it as the disease that it deserves to be treated, treating those individuals with respect. I think no one embodies that more than Deputy Director Jefferson, and I was super proud to be able to be there and watch him get that award. I think he deserves a round of applause. That's all I have, Mr. Director.
Thank you. Very good. Next, Department of Government Services, Commissioner Connell.
Thank you, Director. I have nothing on the agenda this evening.
Anything you would like to add?
Nothing at this moment.
Thank you. Next, any old business? Any new business?
I have a couple issues in new business I would like to discuss. First, I had somebody reach out to me, and he basically had a question. So the county is required to have a search and rescue coordinator per state directive. What has happened to the volunteers who worked so hard with Anthony D'Angelo being reassigned? What are the plans moving forward? My understanding is the county doesn't fund it, and this is more of like a volunteer type of thing. The municipalities share the cost under the county umbrella. At least it's how it was explained to me, so I'm asking for some clarification on that. So I appreciate it.
Dennis, you know, you want to come up?
Commissioner, that program is, as you say, a volunteer organization that was put together by members of our Department of Emergency Response. Anthony D'Angelo, who is a full-time firefighter in Washington County, is also a part-time dispatcher employed by the County of Gloucester. In efforts to reorganize our department, make it more cost-effective and efficient in its operations, we are having a number of individuals that are in civil service title of dispatcher to return to that service. The county. Volunteers are still willing and able to partner with neighboring counties. They wish to continue in that role. We still have responsibility to assist other counties where at all possible. That will come out of our Office of Emergency Management, but not necessarily in the direction of Anthony D'Angelo.
And I hear a lot of good things out of that department, so I do want to commend you on that. I guess you'll be taking over, I guess, the duties for that going forward?
Well, I personally,
Yeah, or whoever.
I would certainly oversee it as a director of the
Okay.
department, but I will not personally
Okay.
be directing or managing the resources that we deploy in support of the request for search and rescue.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. It's, you know, I want to give them an answer, so I said I'd find out all tonight.
Commissioner, it's in an effort to reduce overtime. I think we all agree that overtime is a big cost in this county government. So we're asking Director McNulty and others to do more with less.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing. We're reassigning. And like I said, we have a lot of overtime coming out of dispatch and moving trained dispatchers, certified trained dispatchers back into bringing to help reduce the overtime. Change isn't easy, but change has to happen.
Understood. And I appreciate you taking the time to answer it. Thank you. And then I have one other question after this, so. So I know a lot of people are here for it. I'm sure everybody here has gotten phone calls. Can we just get an update on the status with the teachers? Are there teachers being terminated?
I would love to answer that. I would love to answer that for you. Look, after the school board meeting at GCIT, the liaison to the school board, Commissioner Gattinelli, called me up. And Frank and Commissioner Jefferson grabbed me and said, can we help this situation? Now, we've already passed our budget, Commissioner. You know that.
Yeah.
Our budget's been approved. But they asked and we found money. Well, let me go back to the beginning. I'm sorry. Before the governor's budget, no layoffs were coming. We've been cut in the state budget 2 years in a row, $500,000. So we're down in low. When I met with the different school boards and then Commissioner Gattinelli did, there was no plan for any rifts. That being said, when the director, the liaison came and said, find money to help, there's a $500,000 shortfall. We found $250,000 out of our budget. Right? We had to cut out of ours to help them. Now, the problem we have is they are going to mediation. That school district wants a bigger raise in special services, which is 3.7. It's just 7. They used to be together, if you remember. So they want more than 3.7, but on top of that, listed demands for extra funding for coaching and all these other things. We don't have it. This board should be proud that we made a good faith effort to meet in the middle. But if I'm coming in the middle and then you're going the other direction to take more, I can't save the teachers if that's the case. Now, hopefully, the governor's budget, that the legislature will restore funding for the governor's budget. They are required to do these notices because of what happened. 5 o'clock tonight, we have a budget here with the school estimates. The GCIT budget has been approved. It's been approved. If they can find, if the teacher side can find $250,000. We will put up the other $250,000, and then there's no layoffs. That's the ultimate goal. But we can't shoulder the entire cost. And that's why, look, there's a lot of misinformation going on, but that's just the way it is. The liaison, the director, deputy director said, you have to find a way to help. Tracy, we sat down, she found it. We got $250,000 on reimbursements that they're supposed to pay us that we're not going to get. That's where the savings came.
So my question, and I appreciate that answer, I don't remember this being discussed in our budget meeting when we stood here and went through the whole.
Because it was prior to Governor Sherman's budget. Our budget meeting was prior to Governor Sherman's. So this was not anticipated. You know, so you know what I'm saying? We thought we were being told, or you know, you hear back channels, we were going to be held flat. Special service doesn't get anything, right? The college, we had to do a 20-person or 17-person RIF, right? The college is laying off, and they are going forward. If we had known, we would have brought this up in our budget. We did not know. No one had any idea. I think the governor's budget was March 10th. We were February 14th. So we were not informed of it. But again, I'm very proud of what this board has done to step up and try to find half the savings. We all should be proud that we were able to try to find a meet in the middle. But if one school district is 3.7, now the other one's looking for 4, and then all additional costs, the 2.5 won't save anything.
Okay, so like what you're saying is they need to find the money because bring down these positions aren't safe.
Listen, they're not safe as we speak, but the state budget hasn't been passed.
Well, that's not until June.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we have to go on the numbers that they give us to base off the budget. Now, if they can always recall these risks if there's, when the funding is getting restored. You have until June 30th. And what I'm saying is this board made a good faith offer. And by the way, the union didn't reach out to me or the director, right? We, in good faith, knowing what happened, we talked to some faculty that aren't in the union leadership. We said, can you help us? And we said, yes, we'll find a way. We found a way. So I see these students here. We already voted on the budget, but we are willing to help because we are damn proud of the school. Listen, that school is the crown jewel, and we don't want to see it hurt. But you know something? It can't be a one-sided solution.
Okay, so and I'm just asking, wouldn't my solution of the 20% pay decrease, would that help us cover that?
Not even close. And you know what the other thing is, Commissioner? You voted against the budget. You voted against the budget when we had to raise taxes. No one wanted to raise taxes. The easy thing would have been, hey, listen, we ought to take a pass. Then we would have really put the state. Think about if we didn't. We couldn't offer them $250,000. We couldn't have done anything. So your resolution wouldn't add up to what we just did.
It wasn't add up to another $250,000? Because my numbers had it, just a generic number, and had a lot on that.
Well, your numbers lately, some of your statements have been.
Sorry, your numbers haven't been tested.
Well, no, honestly, we sat here one day and said, I have 3 counties that do things with your other resolution. I have 3 counties. You look,
Well, I said ballpark. I said they do something similar.
You said there's 3 counties, Monmouth, Ocean, and Burlington.
I said I
We did our due diligence. No, you said they did.
I said I believe.
I did our due diligence. But also, what I'm saying is, Commissioner, we did our job. We have stepped up to add $250,000 is available. But if they're going to ask for 4% and additional cost, if you added another $250,000, it would not be enough to settle the budget. It wouldn't.
Well, I appreciate your information.
Thank you.
And then the only final question I have is to bring it to you. I'm in week 7 waiting on an open request from the GCI, excuse me.
I will be on it tomorrow.
Okay, I'll forward it to you.
Wait a minute. I saw emails back and forth, though, saying that your aide didn't think she should have to report to an independent independent authority.
We don't believe we should, but.
Yes, you do.
Well, we still sent the over, and
But
then it would be
was it the
sent.
same? Because I saw, I see something that's sort of,
Yes.
No, he didn't send it.
When was it sent?
About 7 weeks ago. Because the last meeting, it was just a hair over. I said, give him another
Commissioner, I will dig it up and get you an answer.
I'll forward it to you tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, that's it for new business. Well, for motion to go to the public.
So they,
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Question, roll call.
Mr. Conlon.
Yes.
Deputy Director Jefferson.
Yes.
Mr. Eklund.
Yes.
Mr. DeSilvia.
Yes.
Mr. Wine.
Yes.
Mr. Bianco.
Yes.
Director DeMarco.
Yes, motion passes. We are now open public portion. Anyone wishing to speak? Raise your hand.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Marlene McConnell. I live in Washington Township, and I'm a fine resident of Gloucester County. The Boards of Education for the Special Services and Vocational School Districts in the state of New Jersey are appointed through resolution by the county commissioners, 6 members typical for a 3-year term on a rotating basis, with 2 members being eligible for reappointment each year. As their term expires, permanent ASA 18A, chapters 46 and 54 respectively. This past November, I attended board meetings of each district to address concerns pertaining to the appointment or reappointment of members of the board. For the Special Services Board, action has been taken by you to correct the expiration dates of 2 members and the reappointment of another. An appointment to fill a vacated seat still needs to be addressed. For the Vocational School Board, corrections have been made by you for the positions with term dates ending October 31, 2024, now reflecting new ending dates of October 31, 2027. However, the 2 positions with terms ending October 31, 2025 still need to be done as a resolution sorry, I missed my reading list, I stopped my cannot be found to appoint or reappoint. Let me reread that. However, the 2 positions with terms ending October 31, 2025 still need to be done, as a resolution cannot be found to appoint or reappoint members to those seats. The concern is the 2 members in question were sworn in without having been reappointed. An appointment to fill a vacated seat also needs to be addressed. It appears that compliance with NJSA 18A is in question. So I ask each of you individually and collectively, how can a board member be sworn in when they were not appointed or reappointed by the commissioners through resolution as required by NJSA 18A? And how does this affect any action the board takes when that person votes going forward? Where is the oversight and where does the accountability lie? With you as commissioners, the administration of the districts, the respective boards of education, or perhaps by someone from the public who understands the rules and regulations and governance of the boards and cares about the integrity of the districts for the sake of the staff and most importantly, the students. So I ask you to make the aforementioned corrections, provide me with a copy of the resolution that does so, or let me know what previous agenda date and minutes thereof I can find the resolution addressing these concerns. Thank you.
And we tried to get the 2 appointments on this agenda. Unfortunately, we missed the time frame. They're holdovers. And holdovers are allowed. They will be appointed at the next commissioner meeting. We just did not get it done in time for this board agenda. This agenda is done, is sent out to everybody on Friday, and the resolution was not done at the time. So we don't add, we try not to add things at last minute on the agenda in fairness for everyone's sake. So don't be reappointed at the next meeting if the commissioners choose to vote.
So the expiration date will be in,
The expiration date will stay the same.
well, the expiration date should be October 2025. It has to be October 2028.
That's what it will be.
Okay, all right, so that will be corrected. Okay, and then I just, I mentioned that
All right,
there's
so
2 empty seats.
we set a rule that we wouldn't go back and forth.
Right, I
So
understand that.
you finish my
Okay.
answer.
Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Does this board have the authority to remove board members too, or is it once they're on, they're on?
They're on unless they do something wrong, and then there's cause, and then the school district would make that action first.
That's why I was asking. So we can't just go and say, hey, you're not doing the job.
Yes.
Director DiMarco?
Yes, motion passes. We're back in regular meeting. Now we'll call for a motion to adjourn.
So made.
A motion and a second. Question? Roll call.
Commissioner Conwell?
Yes.
Deputy Director Jefferson?
Yes.
Commissioner Cannavale? Yes. Commissioner Cecilio?
Yes.
Commissioner White?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianco?
Yes.